See if I can actually get it to come up on my computer. Where is it? Give me a second so I can get the comments to come up. Oh wait, there's that. Oh, it always tells me to stop streaming. Oh no, it says good streaming. Okay, good. It's working. Hi everybody! What a weird picture I took. I just saw the preview. Oh my god, nobody's gonna jump on this live because that is really weird. I just had such a great time with you guys the other night when Eric was here. Hey, 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 Mr. Don. Is that Mr. Don? I want to read it from my computer so I can see, because if I look at my phone, I'm just blind to you all. There we go. Bigson Jolly, I don't know. I read a really nice comment from you. Thank you so much. Hi, Julia, Alejandra. Hi, Eric Shampoo. It is your suit. I'm wearing it since you're not here. So I thought I would go Eeyore mode. This is actually Eric's Eeyore costume. I thought it was just appropriate. I don't know why. Hi, Shore Girl from New Jersey, Kayla Cooper. I'm very impressed of every video you've done. Thank you. I just did another one. It's going to be out tomorrow morning. It's like my fun facts. I have this new little mister, and I keep hitting mist because I love that, and then it keeps stopping. I don't know why. It should go for a long time. I don't have my essential oils yet, but I will. But I just think this is so fun. Vicki Ellis, there you are. I finally see you. I actually talked about you the other night because I knew that you would be sleeping while I was doing my live. Hi, Dino. And you like it, Eric? I thought you might like it. And really warm. Honestly, I'm gonna stay in this all day. It's super cozy. I just want to see my full outfit here. Oh, I can't. Sorry. I'm like kind of, this thing's like stuck. There's cords all over my thing, but, and then I'm stuck with my computer on my lap. Let's see. Greetings from Ireland. Wow, that's a trip. Hello, Ireland. Mr. Don in Arkansas. You grew up in California? It's amazing. A lot of people come from California. 10 below here. It's sunny outside here. It just rained just a little bit a while ago. Eric, you think I pull it off better than you? Thank you, so sweet. I knew you'd jump on here, Eric. Eric's in Quebec right now. My sidekick is back home. He flew back last night, and I miss him very much, and he'll be back on Friday. So I thought that I would go live because we had such a great time the other night with everybody talking about the Chris Watts case. And I've been reading some comments from people, and one of them was, which I find very interesting, and I'm sure we will have the answer to this on Thursday, is how did this meetup even happen with Chris Watts? Was this his doing? Was this his suggestion? Does he feel like he just has something that he needs to say, that he requested this meeting? Or what I really think, is that everything that's been put out on YouTube, honestly, I think Tammy and Graham are watching. And I think they're now wondering about that shadow. That's the first thing that came to my mind. And they're like, holy shit, we missed that. I kind of think that they are following some of this talk on YouTube. Why not? There's a lot of chit chat about what's going on with the case and what we think we see. But I don't know. We'll have to find out on Thursday. I cannot wait. I'm like counting down the days, honestly. Let's see. Dawn says, oh, hi, new sub. Hi, Christina64. 52 and rainy, where Dino is. I've got my thing going. We don't know what's new about Watts yet. We just know that he has spoken to the Colorado Bureau of Investigation. Again, they came to, I believe they came to the prison in Wisconsin to meet with him. We are gonna have, I'm honestly so sad that this is not a video recording that we're gonna get to watch, because we all wanna see what he looks like now. We wanna see if he's changed. I wanna see his mannerisms, see if he's doing any of this, you know, but I doubt it. because he's in a different place now. He's guilty, but I really want to know. Oh my God, somebody wrote something about Oakhurst. What? My dad lived on Oakhurst Avenue in California. You're freaking me out. Oh, okay, Oakhurst is a place in California. Dang, my dad lived on Oakhurst Avenue in San Carlos for a long time. I thought you were saying you were from Oakhurst Avenue. Anyways, I really think it's hard for me to believe, because he speaks with his dad every night, and Ronnie has already made a statement that they should have just let this go. He's basically, oh, what was his statement? He said, I have it written down here. Ronnie Watts says, in my heart, I know he didn't kill those girls. And if he's talking with Chris every night, then that's a little disconcerting to me, that this is where Ronnie's thoughts are. That means that Chris hasn't said shit to him. So Chris is still claiming that he didn't kill the girls. And then, you know, that he just took the plea bargain, or not the plea, well, he took the, he basically said that he killed everybody so that he wouldn't get the death penalty. But he's never truly stated that he killed the girls. He's never really, you know, said that he did it. Let's see. What are you guys saying here? Get the chair ready for him. He'll never be executed because it's, he did the plea bargain basically. So he's never going to get, he will never be executed. He pled guilty to all of the murders. So, why would he say anymore unless it's to reduce the sentence? I know, why would he? That's why I feel like they came to him and they're questioning him, because maybe they are getting some pressure from the public about what they're seeing, I don't know, on YouTube. I mean, really, it is mainly on YouTube. This is not really on the news so much anymore. So really, why would he try to ruin his persona any more than he already has? It already looks terrible. But I feel like Tammy and Graham just want to get in there and talk to him again and find out if they can get any more information from him. I cannot wait to hear this interview, and I'm so hoping it's not just this short little 5-minute thing. I really hope it's something like juicy that we can pick apart and really, oh my God, I hope he reveals something that we're all waiting to hear. Let's see. It works because we spice it up with Disney costumes. Oh yeah, all the time. I'm not taking this off. I really like it. I'm actually getting a little warm here. Ask me a personal question, Alejandra. Go for it. He is in denial. That, yeah, totally. I mean, like I said, if his dad is saying that, you know, Ronnie's statement here is, I know in my heart he didn't kill those girls, like, they're really going with that still. Come on. I did read, this is from Brad Garrett. He's an FBI agent. I looked this up online, and he said, I found this interesting. People responsible for killing their families tend to be white males. Women look out. In their 30s, most of these crimes occur in August. Like, who knew that? Before school starts. What's up with that? The pressure of, like, school beginning, and who knows? Obviously, a new pregnancy is a major trigger for some of these murders, which may delay detection and investigation, they say. I don't know why, but according to the former FBI profiler Candace DeLong, cases such as Chris Watts are rare because family annihilators usually commit suicide after the murders. And of course, there's a huge crow on my roof, my God. I guess most crows are big, but he just looks like he's really close to my window. And of course, we know that he didn't do that, and he showed no remorse or any kind of emotion after. So typically they say people, I hope that you guys are still there. If she calls me again, I swear to God, I'm gonna kill her. And I think she knows I'm live too. She knows, it's on her phone. Why would she do that? Ryan, don't call me. She's like literally 2 houses away. Usually family annihilators commit suicide after, as a form of self-punishment due to guilt. Of course, he did not feel that in any way. Murder before suicide with the intent of preventing future pain and suffering of others, including family members and oneself, such as a parent killing their children before ending their own life. You know, he has to now deal with the pain that he's caused his family, Shannan's family, how that just ripples out. But of course we know that he didn't commit suicide. He didn't even like think of these things for some reason. Let's see. I'm wondering if he'll admit well, of course, I'm thinking that he might admit to the girls' deaths, but I just find that so unbelievable. I can't believe that. A lot of people believe that he's going to talk about Nicole Kessinger being involved in any way. I really doubt that. I'm just stating that for the record right now. I think that this will have nothing to do with Nicole Kessinger. I don't know why, but I really feel like it's going to have something to do with the shadow. Let's see. On February 19th, apparently Chris will not contest the wrongful death lawsuit that's been brought against him by Shannan's family. He's not going to contest it. That will stop any possibility of him profiting in any way via like book sales or a movie deal for his crimes. So he's not contesting that. They're moving forward with that wrongful death lawsuit. I believe any money that's made as a result of these crimes would go to Shannan's family. So that's good to know that he did not contest it. Why would he? That would be probably Scott Peterson would, knowing him. Okay, let me read some of these comments. Was Chris on drugs, alcohol, or have mental health problems? Well, of course we think possible. I think, well, you know, I know there's all these people that talk about the narcissism and the covert narcissism and all that. I'm not going to really get into that. I do think that he was temporarily insane. But, you know, I don't know. And maybe he has, you know, I'm not, you know, versed enough to talk about all this. But, you know, of course, I guess he's got this, he's a covert narcissist and he's a psychopath. Again, I don't know. I think that's strange that this all just came up out of nowhere. And I know everyone else realizes that too. It is strange that it just came up out of nowhere where there's no signs before. I don't believe he was on drugs or alcohol. And the Thrive patches, they're just like, it's vitamins and energy. It's like caffeine. I don't think that had anything to do. Ryan left me a voicemail. I think that had absolutely nothing to do with what he did. I mean, if Thrive patches were that, you know, worrisome, there'd be a lot of people out there murdering people for those that use them. I mean, I really don't think that there's any problem with those Thrive patches. I think they're really placebo and don't do a darn thing. Has his family found Christ? I don't know. I feel like they were probably religious already. I don't think Chris was. I don't recall Shannan ever talking about going to church or religion in any way. So maybe this is just a new thing that he's taken on while he's been in jail, which is pretty common because there's not a whole lot to do in jail but read a Bible. So you might as well do that if you have access to it and you have nothing else to do. I don't think Nicole Kessinger had anything to do with it. I don't like how she responded to everything, but that's just, you know, her personality. And I find I find the whole thing with her very boring. And I'm surprised that so many people are so hooked on it and think that she's involved in some way. I just really don't. I don't think she knows more than she says. I really don't. I just don't. I think she was pretty surprised by it all. And she didn't want to be connected to him anymore, obviously, when she realized what he did. Again, I don't think that her reaction was, you know, it was tasteless. It was really like just not what we were hoping to see. Not like Amber Fry was. I mean, that girl was like literally freaked out. He's just a crazy bastard, Vicky says. I kind of agree. Deborah brought something up. Wonder why he didn't kill himself. Right. Why didn't he? Because he didn't feel the need to. That's the weird part. You know, and I thought about him bringing the bodies out in that footage, and I thought it was like he was literally just packing up stuff to go to work. I mean, that's really what it looked like. That's why it's so like hard to see. He was like literally just packing up things to go to work. It was very systematic. I'm just getting ready for work, throwing the, you know, the electrical cords back there, throwing some shovels, throwing a body. You know, it was like nothing. Like, dude, that's your family. Why didn't that hit him? That's just nuts to me. I know Mr. Don says the neighbor said that they heard Chris and Shannan having screaming matches, so there was at least some clue. That is very telling, for sure, because the guy was definitely very, from what everyone else saw, very quiet and, you know, mellow and, you know, overall just a quiet, like, nice guy. So I find that interesting too. I was married to somebody who was very quiet and mellow, and he never raised his voice. It would be very strange for my ex-husband to raise his voice. I don't think I've really ever heard him yell. So there are people that are really, that can be very mellow in general, and they don't raise their voice. So to know that he did do that in private is really, that is a little scary, honestly, because that was who he was behind the scenes. So maybe we really don't know. Obviously, we really don't know who he was behind the scenes. um, I'm laughing because, and don't take this personally, anybody, but I have like 28,000 subscribers now, but the most I ever see on these things is 52 people. I'm like, I always want to say, where the fuck is everybody? Like, that's like, I mean, no offense, I'm so happy everybody's there, but it kind of cracks me up. I see people with small channels that have like 200 people on their lives, and I'm like, maybe most of those maybe most of those subscriptions aren't really people. I have no idea. It is really strange to me, but I'm so glad everybody that's here is here, of course. Too bad they didn't put that informant in the cell with him. Who's the informant? He had no love for those kids whatsoever. That's what I don't get. He looked like he loved them. How could you not love them? For like 4 years you were faking it, with Bella, and 3 years with Celeste. How can you fake that? He was giving them medication. For reasons I won't get into, I never felt comfortable leaving my ex-husband alone with my kids. That was just something that I didn't do. She left him with the kids overnight. He gave them medication. He knew all their little snacks. He fed them. He bathed them. He put them to bed. He knew all of their routines. That's not a dude that didn't love his kids. That's somebody who knew how to take care of his children and was trusted. This is why it just doesn't make any sense. Chris lied. There's a message that was held back. I want to show it because it looks like someone's like waving to me. What did the autopsy say about the kids? Please tell me. I never got to read about it. The kids were both put in separate oil tanks. They apparently the hole in the top was only 8 inches in diameter. I mean, they're saying like their heads could have been something like even 9 inches in diameter, so that would have been, hard to get them through. But the autopsy did not show that there was any broken bones. I believe it was Bella had a scratch on her like butt cheek and like on her shoulder, so that showed that it was like a tight fit to get her through. I think they found Celeste's hair on on the latch that opened up the top lid, so it showed that it's just so sickening, my God, that he had pushed her through there. After the time that they had been in the wells, I think it was about 3 days, they're as they were not expiring because they were already dead, but as their bodies were decomposing, as they pulled them out, like their skin was coming off, and I've talked about it in another video. It's making me sad. I don't want to talk about it. It's so sad. Didn't expect to get emotional, but it just makes me freaking sick, and I think about the men that had to go in there and get them out, and they have to live with that for the rest of their freaking life. So sad. And then someone said that Chris should have had to go in and take them out. He should have. He should have had to deal with that. My God, it really is. It's horrific. Thomas, I can see you. I'm gonna collect myself here. A lot of men don't kiss kids. Don't mean they don't love them. A lot of guys aren't really mushy. You know what? I was just in Starbucks, and there was this man. I could only see the back of him. I'd say he was in his early 30s, and there was a little boy that was sitting there at one of the at the chair, and I could only see the back of them, and the boy was I saw him leaning over and kissing him, and I thought, oh, it must be like a little toddler or a baby, and to my surprise, and it just made my day, it looked like about an 8 or 9-year-old boy, and it just made me so happy. So that's just, there are some dads that are very affectionate, but you're right, some aren't. They found his vomit next to the stairs. I did hear that too, and also I've heard that he took a stress poop out in the out like near the site, so I'm sure that was just part of his system in going through some kind of like shock. The vomit, yeah, I don't know if it's from what he did or if it's from the fumes from the oil. I don't know. I heard about the vomit. Someone said he vomited and pooped, but doesn't mean he isn't a psycho. True. Vicky, I don't think anyone, his friends, his family, or himself will ever understand why he did this. Everyone has arguments, but to kill your family is just something none of us can understand. And you know, the fact that he never had a moment after and said, "Oh my God, what did I do? Oh my God, what did I do?" No, he just continued to, like, you know, dispose of them, and in the most horrific way you could even think. These are his babies. I mean, and then when he, God, it gets so freaking sad about it. I think about when he put their initial on the well, and I think of my own kids, and I think, how could you have done that to them? How do you put them in a well and just treat them like garbage? Oh, it's awful. God dang it, I didn't mean to cry on this. But you know what? People on my other videos told me I had, like, what do you call it, crocodile tears. They were not crocodile tears. This is really upsetting. And if you have kids too, it's like, even, I don't know, it just hits you so much. Dino says he put them in those tanks thinking they wouldn't find them. Yeah, I agree. I mean, definitely. But, you know, Shannan was right there. That wasn't going to be hard to find her. Crime Queen, hi! I'm so glad you're here too, and I'm sorry I'm crying. I just got a little emotional talking about Bella and Celeste. This is my new look, yeah. I'm just, you know, I think my boyfriend's probably gone by now. Are you still there, Eric? He actually bought this himself, and I stole it from him. Do you think anyone has remorse now? Is he depressed? I do wonder about that. But I just don't like what Ronnie said. That bothers me so much that his dad said, I wish they would just, Ronnie again, I have to read it word for word. He says, in my heart, I know he didn't kill those girls. And if he's talking to Chris on a daily basis, that says so much to me that we're not going to hear what we want to hear from Chris. It's hard to believe that we're going to hear. Oh, hi, Eric, he's back. Everyone likes this video. Sorry, a little emotional. Yeah, it really does break everybody's heart. On the picture, what do you write? What'd you say, Eric? On the picture, GB? What's GB? I don't know what GB is. Great Britain? I don't know. Did it, Eric? His dad is in denial completely. So Chris isn't being honest with his dad. Why is Chris not telling his dad what really happened? He's really going with the story that Shannan did this, and they're still believing him? I mean, come on. Why is that? It blows my mind. Like, that shouldn't even remotely be part of the equation, that anyone could even believe that. And it blows my mind that they would even think that she did that. And how disgusting to even, like, put that out there as in her memory that she would have done that to her kids. Like, that statement from him really bothers me. No one knows where Nicole Kessinger is right now, and apparently she might be going by the name Rachel, I hear, because I think that is like her middle name or something. Yay, more likes. Give me a like, Eric. I can take all the likes you'll give me. Can't wait to hear on the 7th, says Black Rose. Me too. I will definitely go live and talk to you guys about it. I cannot wait. Chris will only talk to blame Thrive or drugs or... Okay, Living Free says Chris will only talk to blame Thrive, which is, come on, it's ridiculous. We know Thrive didn't do anything. Or drugs or Nicole Kessinger. I still don't think Nicole Kessinger is going to be part of this at all. That's just what I say. I'm going down as saying she will not be a part of this conversation that he's having with Tammy and Graham. Love Tammy and Graham. If you're out there and you're watching this, we love you guys, and we'd love to see more of you. Wasn't she amazing? So great when she came back from the from the lie detector, and she said, well, thank you, Chris, you're actually like a really terrible liar, and you made this so easy for us. Thank you so much for being like the worst liar ever. We really appreciate it. And I don't think he didn't get that at first. He actually like went up, yeah, I think he like took it and said like, oh, thanks. Like, he didn't get like, dude, you're done, like, you totally blew it. I think he said thank you. I swear to God, I think he did. Okay, thanks, after he confessed. Hold on. Janie Buckner says there was something wrong with his parents. His mom was so mean to Shannan. She was. I mean, to me, they had a very typical mother-in-law, daughter-in-law relationship that can be very common. And there's a lot of we don't know both sides. We don't know how Shannan was with her. So I tend to like not want to blame it all on the mother-in-law, because maybe Shannan was impossible to deal with. We don't know. You know, we only know what we hear from her. So YouTube is gonna blow up on the 7th. Angie says it's gonna. It's like kind of like it's gonna be nuts. Honestly, I hope Chris does not. I want you to be like the most boring information. I'm gonna be so pissed if it's nothing. Chris does not go with the same story that Shannan did this. Me too. I need it. Sorry, Eric. I don't know why my nose is running. I'll wash this. I promise. Let's see. Emily's Town says he would have to tell them he's done it for them to believe it. They can't believe he did it because they've seen nothing but a loving father around the children, right? Yeah, and he's obviously, from what Ronnie says, he's clearly not telling them that he did it. Crime Queen says, yes, I'm so excited just to hear more from Coder and Tammy. They're awesome. Are they not? Aren't you like, I'm so pissed we're not going to see them. Tammy and Graham, we really want to see you guys. We want to see you. And like someone said, it doesn't matter. We only saw the back of Chris's head during that video. We didn't even get to see like his face, but it's true. We kind of saw the side of it, but we saw his gestures and his trying to plead that he's innocent, you know, I don't know. And it's going to be a little bit of a bummer to only have audio and to have the written version, but we'll definitely pick it all apart. But I really wish there was, I got to find a way to play it and then talk about it live. I don't know how I'm going to do that. And then I don't know how I'm going to look at comments at the same time, but I got to figure this out. Crime Queen says, or no, Shore Girl, New Jersey says, Crime Queen, I don't think Tammy and crew would go out there for more of the same. True. Like, why did they go? This is like, it's just so interesting that they would even go in the first place. Mr. Don says, I just never got the impression that Nicole Kessinger was involved. I never got that. Me too. She didn't act like a guilty person. I think she just got caught up with the wrong guy, totally. And she didn't really react like we all wanted her to. But that doesn't make her guilty. They need to do an interview on their own. I would love to hear from them too. They're so badass, and it's kind of like even cooler that we've never heard from them again. It's like they just came in like superheroes, did their job, and then they're like gone, and like we never see them again. Let's see, law enforcement. Chris could confess to anyone. I don't think it would be boring info since they've announced it and it went over to the prison. That's what I'm hoping. I mean, for all of the news networks to bait us, it does feel like it's going to be something. And why are they baiting us? Why didn't they just put it out there? Why are they giving us, you know, why did they give us 6 days to salivate over this? What's up with that? You know, why do they have to wait? But they certainly are, and they know that it's going to create all this buzz. Oh my God. Wait, I got $2. Thank you, Chef Betsy. First time, you're my very first super chat donation. That's so awesome. Well, they were asking me last time why I don't do super chat, and I honestly had no freaking clue what it was. And so I enabled it the last time I had a live because I didn't know what it was, and somebody else said, dude, you have like 28,000 subscribers and you don't know what super chat is? I'm subscribing. I love that you didn't know that, but I really didn't. So why not? It's on. So if you want to donate and support my channel, there it is. Thank you so much. I want to take a picture of it, but I can't. I will always remember you, Chef Betsy Extraordinaire, that you were the very first donation on my super chat. Thank you so much. That was really sweet. Vicky says, can you imagine as a parent if your child was convicted of murdering your grandchildren? You wouldn't want to believe it. I think that's where his dad is coming from. True. And also, I would never, ever in a million years, ever, like, turn my back on my child. No matter what. Even if they killed my other child, I still would not turn my back on my child. So some people say that they would just throw their kid in jail and they would never talk to them again. I couldn't do that. That's my flesh and blood. Even if they really messed up, they're still my kid, no matter what. Eric, people are so generous. It's gonna happen, Eric. You watch. It's gonna happen. I think you're right because she's probably dumped him and he wants revenge, truth or not. Where do you guys, I don't even see anything about donating on here. I don't see it. And like when I watch Lockdown 23-in-1, I see he's got these like little buttons on top that says $1 and $5. But maybe I hit that. Wait, no, that says close. Super chat. Open a new window. Open in a new window. I don't know what's gonna happen. I hope I don't lose you guys. Oh! I don't wanna, wait, I did lose you guys. Oh, Peter Wexler gave me $2. Thank you. Great channel. So exciting. Okay, wait, I gotta go back to you guys in your, there we go. Okay. Thank you, Peter. So nice. I'm gonna get another Starbucks. Thank you. I'm having a little regular brew with 2 pumps of vanilla and a little cream, little room for cream. I think it's just on our side we see it. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I don't know. It tells me that I can send a highlighted message or I can close it. But I see Peter. I see you. Emily's Town. Let's do $10. Do it. Go crazy. Super chat in right hand corner. It's $1 sign up. Okay, cool. That's awesome. Do you guys see my mist? I want this to have, I want you guys to have a mood here while I'm on my live. I'm trying to make a mood, but it doesn't look the same if I'm holding it. But I want this to be somehow like strategically placed so you guys have some mist and some cool colors, because this actually does colors too. Oh my God! Thank you, Shore Girl, New Jersey. This is so freaking weird, you guys. I've never had anybody donate while I'm doing a live. I really appreciate it, you guys. It's so nice. For those adamant that Nicole Kessinger was the mastermind or even remotely involved, yeah, no. My dad had a massive heart attack. Everyone asked me how I could be so calm. People act differently to things. Totally. I agree. Oh my God, Angie B, $4.99. For your essential oils. Oh, I am. I'm gonna get lemon. It's lemon. You know, lemongrass. That's the one that I like the most. I'm gonna get that. So thank you. I will put that towards my lemongrass. Right now, it's blowing nothing. It's just smoke. Well, vapor. I'm pretending, but it's still nice. I like the effect of it, even though there's nothing smelly coming out of it. But I can't wait. It's in the mail. I've got lemon grass coming, and it's going to be amazing. I'll do orange, too. I think orange is really nice. Not into the eucalyptus so much. I think that's weird. That's why I didn't buy the whole kit, because I don't like that. NK's involvement with him makes her a whore, not a murderer. Well, even that, okay. It's hard to say, you know, was she a whore? Did she seemed to know that he was still married. I mean, she was on his, she was on Facebook. She saw, apparently she'd been checking out Shannan like back in January, and her and him, like, I don't think they hooked up until June. So she was definitely aware that he had a wife, and if her Facebook was public, she had to know she was pregnant. I mean, she put that on Facebook. That was public. So, okay, yeah, homewrecker for sure, but involved with the murder, nah, don't think so. Crime Queen, oh, thank you. Oh, now I can see your picture. Thank you, $2 from Crime Queen, so nice. Do you have a channel? I have to check out your channel, because if you have a name like that, you must be. Say my name, Toby Alfred. I just said it. Living Free, Emily's Town. Where's this beer drinking? I don't know. They're having a separate conversation. You can actually drink and have different beers, and people pay you to drink them. Just an idea. That's what they do on YouTube. I don't drink beer. I actually hate beer. I mean, not a big fan. Chris is probably a psychopath. I'm like getting warm. I've got to take the hat off. Okay. Now I'm gonna have hat head. Okay. Fix. Oh, I can actually hear better. My God, that was muffling in my ears. I didn't even realize it. Going to eat dinner? Go for it. Crime Queen. Thank you for joining us. Go eat your dinner. Let's see. She's got to buy and drink what the highest bidders suggested. My kids keep saying I should do a mukbang. That's really gross, though. I'm not doing that. Let's see. Do you think he was more psychopath or sociopath? I don't know the difference between the two. I don't know. He's a something path for sure. She did know he was married, and she can't deny it. I know, true. It is public as Shannan was. Yeah, Shannan was public with her life. I think that her Facebook was on public, but I just don't see her in his ear telling him to kill his family for her. No, I think what she did. Well, I don't know. I mean, she's told the investigators that she wasn't sure he was really the kind of guy, even though he was telling her he was in love with her. She was basically saying she wasn't sure he was the guy for her because she wanted to have that fresh start with somebody. And so if she'd put that in his mind, that she couldn't have a fresh start with somebody who already had a kid, 2 kids and a wife, you know, baggage, that if she put that in his mind, then maybe that was, you know, maybe that's where his thoughts came from. But that doesn't make her guilty of killing them. Obviously, she was not a part of it. She wasn't. Come on. They would be all over that. They clearly released her and let her go. There was nothing to go on there. One of the channels I'm subscribed to, Emily's Town says, I don't know. Maybe you guys are talking about the beer drinking. I'm not sure. She was his mistress, not a murderer. Chris is a total sociopath, narcissist. I know, I've read up on it. I get it. I mean, it's like all in my videos, I kind of like didn't really go into that, and I've got like a million people writing, you know, this is what he's basically is. And then I've got people that say absolutely not, that he's not. So it's kind of interesting. But I'd say it's more heavily that people say he's a covert narcissist. I see that all the time. Jennifer, you should set up Crime Queen and Mr. Don. I don't know what that means. What do you mean set them up? I don't even know what that... Oh, like on a date? Okay. I say that Crime Queen and Mr. Don should go on a date. Is that good? Did that do it? Thank you, Adam. He said in capital letters, I'm very beautiful. Thank you so much. When you're almost 50 years old, that's a really nice thing to hear. Covert narcissist, Paula says. Yeah, I know, everybody says that. Covert narcissist. Did he realize all his life that he was a covert narcissist? I would say not. I don't think the guy realized what he was. Let's see. Oh, thank you. These glasses are, I got them like right when I started YouTubing. I think my first video I had these on. I had just got them. I used to wear a different pair, and now these are just kind of like, I feel like they're part of me now. So thank you. Beauty is ageless. Yeah, right. Get close to 50, you start seeing it. It is not fun. Especially when you're on your phone and you like don't realize that it's pointed at your face and it's down below, and then you have a heart attack because what you see is just so frightening. Yeah, thank you. I think a lot of people, thank you. It's nice to see that a lot of people don't think she's part of it. I don't think she's going to be part of this equation on Thursday at all. I really don't. Oh, I just can't, I cannot wait to find out what it is. Hi, TikTok Queen. Thank you, Toby. Some people told me in my videos that I sounded like Nicole Kessinger, just like her. So it's nice to know that you love my voice and not hers. I don't think I sound like her. I just compliment people because I think it's healthy. Jennifer is beautiful too. Thank you, Mr. Don. And Mr. Don's telling somebody else they're beautiful, I think. Paula Brown, Nicole Kessinger's going down. Nah, I say no. Do I think Nicole Kessinger's pregnant? No. No. God, oh my God, that would be freaking nuts, but no, I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. I'm not around her body, but I don't know why. I kind of just don't think so. But God, it could be, who knows? Chris was living a lie and Nicole Kessinger was just an affair. I don't believe he told her what he did. I don't either. I think he was gonna full on play up this lie if it worked out and say, she's mad at me because I wanted a divorce and she left and I don't know where she is. And guess what? I'm now a free man and you can have a life with me. I mean, I really, truly believe that he would have gone on with that lie and had no problem with it. Of course, yes, women are sending him love letters in prison. That's so common. So easy to find him, isn't it? We know exactly where he is. People have accused me of that also, which is very funny. I've not sent Chris Watts any love letters, and I don't have a crush on him. How could anyone in their right mind do that after knowing and hearing what he did to his family? I think it's really common. There are lots of men in prison who get fame, and women, fall for them because they feel that they've been wrongly accused, or they just find them attractive and they know how to reach them. And who knows? I mean, maybe he is responding, and that might be really exciting for these women. There's a lot of interesting people in the world who are interested in different kinds of people. Let's see. Oh, thanks. Alfred loves my room. I love my room too. It is my full-on sanctuary. I love this place. You guys can't see, but I've got my little critters are sleeping here next to me. Always. That's Sky right there, and that's Finn. And they're like my sidekicks when Eric's not here. They're my sidekicks even when Eric is here. Sorry, I'm having trouble. Okay, I'm not managing well. There we go. How long have I been doing this for? 39 minutes. Okay, that's not too bad. I've had really long ones. Eric and I were on for 2 hours the other night, but you know, that live did really well. People are liking it, so I'll do more. The more I dug into this, Pro One Open Carry says, it seems Shannan reminded me a lot of my ex-wife. Interesting. I think she was an overbearing, controlling bitch, but that isn't a reason to kill your family. Should have just divorced her. Can I say I agree with you without sounding really bad? I mean, I get all of what you're saying. The controlling part was definitely there. He probably felt like nothing. He felt completely minimized as a man, and that showed for sure in her lives. He was told what to do and kind of bossed around, and sort of made to look kind of stupid and dumb, and you know, she definitely had, she ran the ship there for sure, no doubt about that. And I'm sure he was just over that. You know, he was probably just done with it. And now he finds this new exciting woman that he's so attracted to, who's doing things sexually and showing him pictures and all these things that maybe Shannan wasn't doing. I don't know. And I still, you know, who knows about the gay lover. There's a lot of things that were in this equation that, you know, I guess, you know, I guess he just couldn't pretend anymore. Like, you see in that video where she shows him that she's pregnant with a stick, it's like the worst reaction ever. I mean, the guy is just like pretending as hard as he can to be happy about it. Even she's like, he's like, oh, it's like he's trying to say something that's correct. And he's like, oh, it's two pinks. Does that mean it's a girl? We all know that that's not the case. And if this is your third kid, you know, 2 lines doesn't mean it's a girl because it's pink. It means you're pregnant. And she's like, no, it means I'm pregnant. Like, she's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, you know this. Like, she clearly can feel his lack of enthusiasm. Like, you can tell in the way she reacted, and she's not saying much either. She says, so at least she was like, I think more playing it up for Facebook because she's not getting the attention back from him. That's what it appeared to me. I'm kind of going on a tangent there because that really has nothing to do with Thursday, but that's kind of what I saw in that clip. It would have been very disappointing if you were excited about. And I don't know at that point, I believe, hadn't his affair already started with Nicole? So, I mean, and who knows if he was seeing Trent then too, and or if that's really happening. I'm still going with it. I think it was. I don't know if I believe the gay lover. I watched his interview, don't find him very credible. I just don't think that it's something that's totally, like it's definitely something that could have happened. I don't think it's out of the ordinary, really. I think that things like that happen a lot and people do not realize it, how common that can be for a man to go have sex with another man even though he's pregnant. Oh my God, even though he's married and has kids. It's more common than people realize. Did they debunk the gay lover? I don't know that they did for sure. I don't know. I didn't. If you saw that, tell me because I didn't see that. It's not relevant. It really isn't, Dawn. I don't think it's relevant either. Only that it adds to the equation that there was more stuff that was piling up for him that made him realize that this life of the picture perfect little family was not what he wanted. He's now having all these other experiences that are, you know, pulling him in another direction, and that can be like a drug. All these things, even if whether it happened or not, it's, you know, those things are really powerful, and people can definitely be swayed by sex, and yeah, it's a drug, really is. Yes, I believe his affair, yeah, an affair, totally. The secrets and the excitement of all of it, like, that's definitely something. I mean, it shouldn't make somebody kill somebody, but in his case, clearly it was enough for him to go that direction. And then, of course, we have to go into his mind and wonder why he could go that far with it. Do you believe he wanted the son before the affair, maybe trying to fill the void? I agree also. Yeah, I think that he was all for the getting pregnant, but then I think by the time it happened, wasn't he already seeing Nicole then? And then it was like, ugh, what did I get myself into? Kind of. Oh my God, Devonte Morgan, $20. Thank you so much. Wow, the super chat thing's fun. Thank you. It's a total trip. I've done many lives and I've never done this. My first one. So you guys, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Mass Crusader, I know you. My day is going well. I'm having a little Starbucks. I'm, you know, being a little Eeyore-ish, and I'm having some vapor that has no smell. Thank you. My hair color is necessary because I have gray hair, so I have to do this like every 3 months. And this is just what it's turned into recently. It kind of changes every time I go. Right, Crime Queen, that was like super nice, Devonte. I hope I'm saying your name right. Thank you so much. Where do you live, Devonte? Morgan, are you in the U.S.? Kim says it would be interesting to hear his interaction with his mother. I think she may have been overbearing towards him. Also, think he just had it, but again, just get divorced. Yeah, totally. I know. Do you think he talks to his mom every night too? And I mean, God, do you think they look at YouTube? Do you think they see the shadow video? Do you think they're wondering what the hell? I mean, or do they just stay off all of that, do you think? Pro One Open Carry says, I don't buy the gay lover because the fact is out of character for guys like him. I don't think it's out of character, but that's just my opinion because I'm very familiar with like that possibility, just being HIV positive and knowing about the HIV community and straight men that go out and have sex with gay men. And I know gay men that reveal it to me all the time. They'll have men that will come to them that have baby seats in the back of their car. They just want to get it done really quick. But a lot of men that live, not a lot of men, but there are hetero men that live hetero lifestyles that have sex with men. And they claim that they're heterosexual. So it's totally a thing. So it's called the down low. Look it up. And yeah, I'm very familiar with it because of my diagnosis. That's not why I have HIV, but just being in this community, it's something that I'm really aware of. So, of course, Starbucks. Of course. Actually, I typically get McDonald's coffee because it's $1 and it doesn't matter what size you get, although I always get small. But I have had a from Christmas gift card, so I decided to use it today. I don't like to get out of my car. I like McDonald's. I don't have to get out, but I got out today and got the Starbucks. Oh wait, what's this? White women. What's this? Of course, a friend of mine told me to catch a white woman, just set up a Starbucks booby trap. Oh, that's funny. He had 5 weeks of bachelor life, true, while she was in North Carolina, and he couldn't handle Nicole Kessinger once the family came home. True, he could. I agree totally, Angie, that he was living up. He got a really good taste of what it would be like for sure. And then he had a week of everybody coming back and had his kids alone on top of it. And he's like, my God, this is a fucking nightmare. He's like, I don't want to deal with this. I want to go back to what I just had. And now I'm stuck in this like life that I don't want. And I got myself here and I'm so locked into it. How the hell do I get out? I agree that was part of, for sure. He was, he got a really good taste of it. 5 weeks is a long time. And it was easy for him to make up excuses and, you know, I fell asleep or whatever and kind of keep Shannan in the dark. But clearly when she came back, it was going to be much harder to sneak around. It was not going to be happening. And if he has that sexual drive for Nicole Kessinger, he wasn't going to be able to, you know, go see her like he wanted to. It is a drug, I'm telling you. These affairs, and they make people do crazy stuff. I mean, this is not the first time this has happened. People having affairs do crazy freaking things. He was definitely not an alpha male, says, where'd it go? I lost track. I have 2 kids. GB Cole says, first time I had a romantic way of letting my husband know. Second time I yelled upstairs, pregnant, and he yelled back, okay, laugh out loud. We were trying, so it was expected. Mine was kind of like that too. All of mine were planned and they all happened first try. I don't know why. I never had any oopsies through college or anything like that, but all of mine were first time tries. And it was kind of like, you know, mine were like in the middle of the night. I'd get up and do the early morning pee and then be like, oh my God, it worked again. We're having another one. Yeah, that was crazy. The first time was nuts. That first time I got the line, I was like, oh, it was like doing a science experiment. Like it really freaking worked. We're making a human. Oh my God. Shit. It happened. Like I couldn't believe it the first time I got the lines. I was 29 years old. First time I was pregnant. Not a coffee guy, but I like teas and hot chocolate. Coffee, I only started drinking this when I was 40, and now I like it. Did you notice, Sheila Cup says, did you notice he wouldn't even look at Shannan the last week they were together? It's just crazy how he did them, but it was Kessinger that pushed him to do this, no doubt. Psychologically, I feel it was her that pushed him, but not, I don't believe that she was telling him to do it, no. Look at that. Devontae, like, stays there. Look at you, dude. I love that. That's a D for Devontae. He's at the top of my chat. Angie, I agree to the point, but Shannan was also fighting with him and living a bachelor life and not helping her. Yeah. Oh, wait, I gotta go down. Crime Queen says, in my opinion, his mother was a very controlling person in Chris's life. I mean, I agree to that too. So it would only be natural for him to gravitate towards Shannan, who also has a strong-willed type personality. Yeah, he did, but he didn't like it either. I don't think he liked it. So it's so funny that sometimes we gravitate, like that happens with women who are abused by their fathers, and then they end up like marrying men that are just like their fathers. Like these patterns are very interesting, but they definitely happen. I think Nicole was somewhat different, and maybe he could be himself, more freedom with her. Totally. I think still get a divorce. I know. The divorce, but of course they would still be there. He would still have to have his kids around. He would still have to have custody. Nicole might not like that, might not want to have kids around. It's annoying. She might just be like, you know what? I don't want to deal with all this drama. Divorces are very messy. Custody's messy. And he was probably afraid that that was going to drive her away. So in his mind, this was an easier way to have what he wanted and not worry about disturbing Nicole and what she wanted. But I don't think that she had, and I sound like a liberal, maybe I am. Maybe I am. You should have married an Asian woman. He should have married an Asian woman. Why is that? You are making me occupied. I don't know what that means. I guess that's good. I'm making you stay here? Is that what it is? Mass Crusader, have you ever had an affair? I'm not answering that. Maybe. Not getting into that though. No, not with Eric. Eric is like, I'm so solid with him. Yeah, no, for sure. Maybe long time ago. What does liberal conservative have to do with anything true? Or extracurricular activities outside of a relationship? I'm not spilling any beans there. I'm not talking about that. Because Asian women are notoriously submissive. Oh, interesting. Okay. Am I all the way down in the comments? Every time I move it, the whole page is moving, so I'm not sure if I'm getting there or... I'm 9 years old. No! Oh my God. Go play Fortnite. Go away. Don't watch this. Toby. Oh my God, I'm so weirded out right now. You cannot be 9 years old. Please tell me you're not. You can't be. You said something earlier that was way too above a 9-year-old level of speaking. Okay, I'm going back up. Also, let's see, hold on. There was something else that I wanted to read that I found interesting. This is kind of gross though. Just one more thing about rigor mortis. Okay. So some people think that he killed the girls prior to Shannan coming home. But it says in humans, rigor mortis, that's the stiffening of the muscles and limbs. They stiffen. It's a chemical change that happens in the body after death. It's a sign of death, and it's a stage of death. But in humans, rigor mortis can occur as soon as 4 hours post-mortem, so post-death. Rigor mortis begins with the eyelids, the neck, and the jaw. Everything begins to stiffen. The sequence may be due to different lactic acid levels among different muscles, which is directly related to the difference, and this is getting kind of like scientific, in glycogen levels and different types of muscle fibers. So rigor mortis then spreads to other muscles, including the internal organs, within the next 4 to 6 hours. So the point of all this is, so the onset of rigor mortis is affected by the individual's age, sex, physical condition, and muscular build. Rigor mortis may be may not be perceivable in many infant and child corpses due to their small muscle mass. So maybe it's not an active thing that happens if a child is small. But I guess the point of this is if rigor mortis had set in, if he had murdered them before she came home, before 1:48 in the morning, I think his process of getting them in through that hole would have been much harder. And I think that's the point. Somebody made this point on a video, so it makes more sense that it happened after she came home. So a lot of people have said that maybe they witnessed him killing her, and his only thought was, "My God, I have to take care of them now." So I don't know what you guys think about that. I find that somewhat interesting. Someone said he left around 5:30 in the morning, probably got to the site about 45 minutes later, hour later. So that just basically kind of proves that they could not have been killed before 1 o'clock in the morning. Cleaning him of the girl. Yeah, it basically clears him of killing the girls before Shannan got home. I think that's, I don't know if they go with that, if the FBI goes with that, but I find that compelling. Okay, let's see. Toby, I'm not talking to you, you 9-year-old. That's weird. No, I'm not talking to you. Rig and Mortis. No, rigor, R-I-G-O-R, mortis. It's 2 words. It's probably Greek or Latin. Rigor mortis is what it is. D Bell, I don't know. Bell arrived 22605. But if he covered them up like they were tucked in bed, it could have gone unnoticed, especially if Shannan didn't get a chance to go in their room. Well, true, but they're still saying if rigor mortis had set in, if he had done it before she got home, by then, when he left at 5, that's easily 5-6 hours later, that would have set in by then. It's really disgusting, but they would have been stiffer, and it would have been harder to get them through those holes. I think that's what people are coming up with that conclusion, that it probably happened after she was home. True, rigor also isn't permanent. I know that it does set in and then it does let up. I don't know how much longer it takes for the muscles to finally relax, but that is true. It does let up. It goes away after a few hours. You say a few hours, okay, and the body's limp again, okay. So, true. Maybe it happened well before she got home. Maybe it happened at 10 o'clock at night, and by the time he got them in the car. I'm sure these are things he did not think about in his process of murdering all of them. That's pretty scientific and, forward thinking that I'm sure Mr. Watts is not aware of doing or able to do. All their bodies were broken, so it's feasible they were dead prior. Their bodies weren't broken. They didn't, in the autopsy report, there's no broken bones. They said they didn't report that at all. No, they weren't, Belle. Yeah, that's what Dana's saying. I don't think any of it was spontaneous. I think it was all planned. I definitely think it was planned. I think he definitely had an idea. The fact that he didn't use his gift cards the night before and could give 2 shits that he used the credit card, showing that he had a large meal with beers and steak and used that credit card the night before. I think he clearly knew what he was doing. He knew Shannan was going to have a fit about that. And I think that at that point he was like, it doesn't really matter, because I'm going to be taking care of all of this very soon. But I'm wondering if he really truly knew that he was going to kill the kids. I just wonder if that was all about Shannan, and then the kids was an afterthought because of events that happened that night that we're not aware of. Have I seen the video of Chris putting the bodies in the car? Yes, and there was a small I did a whole video on it. It's called, check it out. It has like 200,000 views. I called it The Shadows Are Speaking. So that, yeah, I'm very aware of it. And it's honestly I wonder if this is why Tammy and Graham are going back to talk to Chris. I don't know. I wonder if that's why. Oh, Toby, you're 6. Okay, cool. Miss Dog Lover, hi. Toby, where's your mommy? Where is your mommy? Go play Fortnite. Okay, Dana Tallman says, pretty sure the kids were killed after. I know, I feel that way too, and maybe he will let us know that. But again, Ronnie Watts doesn't think that he did it. So, and he's talking to his dad every night. So is this going to be new information for dad? It's just obviously he's keeping up this ruse to his dad every night that he didn't have anything to do with. It's unbelievable to me that he has continued to lie about that to his dad and his mom. Like, he clearly, dude, nobody believes that. If you've got any access to anything online or somebody's writing to you, please tell him that none of us believe that. He needs to know that. Like, this is the stupidest lie ever. Let it go. You're already in jail for the rest of your life. Just let it go. Let's see. Miss Dog Lover, it's amazing how many details we have. It is, it's unreal. None of this would be made public in the UK. Interesting, I didn't know that. Yeah, we just got an onslaught of videos and it just kept coming. It feels like for like a week, it just felt like it was just a, you know, it's like YouTube was vomiting like all these new videos just constantly of, it was unreal. It was really unreal. And then everybody kind of took little pieces, different YouTubers, and just, you know, picked apart different pieces of it and analyzed it. It's very, very, very interesting. I mean, my God, just the video of the neighbor showing his video footage with Chris right there. Will we ever see something like that again? You know, ever? I mean, the timing, all of it. And then, of course, the fetus shows up on the screen. I mean, all of that was just crazy. He planned it all out. BX Linda says he definitely killed the kids. Yeah, for sure. It doesn't matter what Ronnie thinks, but it bothers me that he's keeping up this lie with his family. I mean, it's bothering me that that's a clear sign that he's still thinking that he's keeping this lie up. For what? For what? You're not coming out of jail. Scott Peterson too. He still claims that he didn't do it. Whatever. You're not getting out either, Scott. Get comfortable in your little cold cell. In my opinion, Jan says they will say he's Asperger's and belongs in a mental facility instead of jail. I have also wondered that myself, for sure. Definitely, definitely. And will they test him for that in any way? You'd think through his education that would have been, you know, somebody would have figured that out, because typically I work in education. Usually those things are figured out, but I don't know. I mean, it's all speculation on YouTube at this point. The tree, oh my God, that is so funny. The tree is the most hated tree in the world. So true. Well, he put him in on the other side of the truck also. I mean, that's interesting. Can you imagine if he put it, would they have released that footage if we could actually see him carrying the bodies? Because they may have felt that was too graphic. You know, we can't see him actually carrying the bodies. It's very blurred, but if he'd been on the other side, I wonder if they would have released that footage. Let's see. His parents are probably his only link to the outside world, except for all the letters he gets, and connection with humans in general, because he isn't in general population, right? So he may think if he tells them the truth, they will not speak to him again. True. I mean, how does he go to bed every night with his lie, you know? I mean, maybe God, it's just crazy to me that he thinks that anybody would even believe that. He wants to transfer to be closer to his parents. They're in North Carolina, I believe. I didn't know that, but that would make sense. Yeah, I wonder how often they even get to see him. I know a neighbor friend of his had written, I read his letter in the data dump, and you know, he was like, Chris, man, you know, please put my name on a list. I will come see you. I'm still in shock. I went to the funeral. I'm still in shock about what happened. God, I wish you would have reached out to me. I would have been there for you, dude. I mean, it was so heartbreaking. You know, you can only imagine somebody that you know, like, well, that would just go off and do this, and you can't make sense of any of it. Everybody says the mystery shadow was a dog. It was not the dog, because he picked it up, and the dog was at the house. So whatever he picked up, it looked like he put it in the truck. That's what it looked like. If this video truly was not doctored in any way, it looked like he picked up the shadow and put it in the truck. So the dog was at the house when the police got there. So he would, that if that was the dog wouldn't have been at the house. That neighbor and SW's friend, Shannan's friend, Nicole Atkinson are both heroes. Oh, for sure. I wonder how they're doing. You know, that neighbor must just, I mean, how do you even sleep at night knowing that you were the one that had that insane footage of, like, proof right there that he did it. You've got it right there, that proof. Kendall, Mr. Don, you obviously don't know what Jennifer's channel was originally made for. Oh yeah, I'm HIV positive. That was my original point in making this channel, although I didn't try to make a channel. I just put out a video about my diagnosis because I didn't know any other women that had HIV, and I went 5 months without really knowing another soul that had it. And so with the support of my boyfriend and my kids and my family, everybody was okay with it. I did a 30-minute video about my diagnosis, and it turned into a channel that it wasn't my intention at all. I was really surprised that people started subscribing. I didn't even understand what to do with that, honestly. And so that was about 2.5 years ago. And since then, I've just moved on with it. And, you know, it started out by just answering a lot of questions. That's what my videos were basically about. So it's mainly based on my HIV diagnosis and my advocacy that's happened as a result of this channel. And there's, you know, I'm well known in the HIV community basically because of this channel. But I was so intrigued by this crime, and I asked my subscribers, I don't know, back when this all kind of came out in November, and I said, how would you guys feel if I talked about this? And I kind of like shyly asked them because I wasn't sure how people would feel about it, and the people that were interested that followed me for my HIV stuff said that they wished I would talk about it. And those videos are on my channel where I'm kind of like, what do you guys think? Should I talk about this? And then I did a couple videos during prep periods when I was subbing classrooms, and I just set up my camera and just talked about what I was seeing when the data dump came out and all the videos came out. And then somehow I got kind of involved in this whole Chris Watts YouTube bubble. Not so much. I'm not like, there's a lot of people that do daily videos and they go really into detail about it. But I had some videos that did really well and kind of got my face out there with Chris Watts' case. But I'm by no means an expert in any way. I'm just incredibly intrigued by it, just like all of you are. And that's kind of what's happened. So I don't know what to call my channel. It's about me having HIV for sure and how my life went on very normally, and it's about true crime a little bit, and yeah, definitely Chris Watts. It's interesting for sure. Okay, I'm missing messages. Any word on the videos? Oh wait, where'd it go? Thank you for subscribing, Toby Alfred, the 6-year-old. I did not sleep with a black guy. He was white. And he was actually from Colorado. Ironically, originally not from Colorado, originally from San Jose, but he lived in Colorado with his wife and 4 kids, and he was a fireman. And he was a Christian, is a Christian, and not what you would think of as somebody who would, of course we all have these ideas about who has HIV and what they might look like, but it never, when I was with him, we were together for 9 months, we didn't know he even had it. So, I mean, you have to watch my videos. Definitely he should have tested. There were like signs, and we thought he was negative. He thought he had been negative. He thought he'd tested before we were together. So I went with that, and now I have it. Because I didn't push for more, you know, like confirmation. I didn't, and I should have. But you know what? If I had and I never got it, none of this would happen. And all of these people that I've been able to help with my diagnosis and show them how life is really normal, I mean, I feel so blessed in so many ways to have HIV, and the ability to go on YouTube and talk about it, because it's helped a lot of people. And so in that way, it's you know, I'm very lucky. I know that sounds really weird, but I am really, really lucky. I'm gonna show that. Oh no! Someone told somebody to shut up. I don't know why. Don't be sorry for me. I'm totally fine. I just take a pill every day, and my virus is totally undetectable. It doesn't affect me, and you know, no one's at risk of getting it from me or anything like that. It's funny, people say I'm strong and brave and all that, and I feel like I'm just a big phony, because I feel totally fine. So I'm just being myself. I don't feel anything from it. People that are HIV positive know exactly what I'm talking about. You don't feel any different than you did before. We really are just totally normal, and this virus is so suppressed in my body. It's the tests can't find it. That's how amazing this medication is. So it doesn't affect me, and that's what I wanted people to know, that I was able to go. I did not realize that when I was diagnosed, because I was so sick. I thought that I would always be a sick person, and when I got better and couldn't believe how normal I felt, I'm like, oh my God, like, people need to know this. People need to know that we now can live a normal life with this virus. And I find the stigma just absolutely ridiculous, because it's just a virus. I mean, the flu's a virus. It's not a, to me, it's just not a big deal. And it isn't. I mean, in my life in this house, it's a non-topic. Not that we don't talk about it, but it's just not a big deal. Anyways, okay. Back to Chris Watts. Are you smoking? It's my essential oils. I just got this from Amazon, and I just love it. I don't smoke, never have, not into it, not into pot. Oh, my bravery comes from being so public. Okay, you got me there, Linda, because yeah, that has been very hard. I get a lot of really awful comments in my channel that a lot of people don't see, because I delete them, but on a pretty much daily basis I get, you know, and I'm pretty used to it now, because there's a fear of HIV, so with fear comes hate, because people are scared of it because they don't understand it, and so they have their reasons for thinking like you're a whore, or you must have done something wrong to get this. And so, and of course I had all those stigmas too, and I felt like, my God, I must have really messed up because I have this now. Oh my God, Miss Dog Lover, I got a pound 99. I don't think I've ever said those words together before. I think I said that right. I hope I did. Thank you. That's so cool. I got something from England. Yeah, people are really harsh, and you know, it's when it comes to HIV and they say what they say, I'm so used to it at this point, and I get it, and I get that they just are not educated on the topic. There's other things that are said to me that are more about, I kind of want to say, because then people like pick up on that, and then they kind of like go for the jugular. So I kind of like don't really want to talk about the things that really hurt, but there are things that are really, really unbelievably mean that are said, and you honestly can't believe that someone took the time to write what they wrote to you, and they're certain that you saw it, and that's YouTube, because it's so anonymous. But anyways, Cynthia, the nasty comment you made was sick. I didn't see that. Can we reach out to you via Facebook? I hate Facebook. I go to my Instagram. That's better for me. Honestly, I probably have 75 to 100 messages on Facebook that are like, you can decline them or answer them, and I can't. They just keep piling up. I can't answer them. Oh, True Crime Loser says, your comment got a heart from... My comment just got a heart from True Crime Loser. Woo! I hope he sees that. Are you watching? Dude, he's so funny. Love that guy. That's so cool. What crazy timing. I don't know what Cynthia's saying. Bunch of trolls. Do you have moderators? No, I do my own. This is all me on this channel. I take care of all of it. I have a Twitter. I don't use it a lot. Everything's like Von Girl, VONGIRL. I believe let's forget this. My Instagram is VonGirl24. But Facebook, you guys, it's really hard for me to answer, because I have so many people that write to me and want my help, and I don't think that's typical of other YouTubers. Like, it's a different, like, my YouTube channel is, there are people that are freaking out there, and they're seeking my help like a therapist, and it's like, I just can't. I'm a single mom with 3 kids, and I work 2 jobs. Like, I cannot answer all these people. So if people have symptoms and they're concerned, they have to go to a doctor, because I'm just cannot do it. I try my best to like, the ones that I think that I can answer quickly, I'll either send them a link or just give them a quick response if I think I can answer them, or like, give them links to videos of mine that answer all the questions they're asking. I try to do that too. Um, Linda, you were one of those people. I hope I answered you. I hope I was nice. Hey Jennifer, I was exposed at 25 August with women. I don't know. Women don't really transmit, so you have nothing to worry about. Eric was with me while I had AIDS, and he's negative. Like, you don't, if you're a hetero male, like, you have to understand, HIV doesn't go through skin. It doesn't like work its way through the skin on a penis. It doesn't. It's a virus. It has to go through an open mucous membrane. There has to be a tear. So if you're a hetero male, I'm doing a whole like study survey on it right now. So I have a lot of women that were like me, where they were diagnosed and no one knew what they had until they got very, very ill. And then they found out they had AIDS, and they had partners who had been with them, who had been sexually active with them for a long time, and those partners were all negative. So, HIV just doesn't go through penile skin. I mean, there has to be a tear. It doesn't go through skin. It's a very weak little virus. It even if, I mean, like the person that I got it from, I don't believe I got it from him until the end of our relationship, which means I was exposed to him and his virus for almost 8 months, and I didn't get it. So it's like, it doesn't just happen that easily. Everything has to go the right way. And I think it happened at the end, because I know when my first symptoms happened, and they happened 3 weeks after we broke up. So I really truly feel it happened right at the end of our relationship. True Crime Loser is so funny. He's honestly, dude, are you doing stand up on the weekend? I've said that before. He's got such a great like delivery. He's very, very funny. I honestly wonder if he's writing some of that material ahead of time. I think it's just, he just wings it, but he's very funny. My first symptom was a really horrible headache. I don't get headaches, so it was one where I remember just even looking over at my daughter in the car was painful for like 4 days, and at the same time I had esophageal discomfort down, in my down here somewhere. And I went to a gastrointestinal doctor and told him about my symptoms, and I thought, this is really strange. I don't think they're connected in any way. How would a headache and my esophagus be connected? But truly, that was the beginning of, that's where it happens. It starts in the gut. It starts in your digestive tract. So that made sense, and I really truly feel those were my first symptoms. But I never got the flu until I got very sick and I had AIDS. Then all of those things came up. That's all. Those are all in my videos. But fecal skin is anal sex is the most. It's the easiest way for the virus to be transmitted, for sure. It's just easy. It's full of what do they say? It's rich and full of like blood vessels and tears, and it's in semen and it's in blood. So it's a really easy way for it. I wouldn't say easy, but it's the most common way for it to be transmitted, for sure. Cynthia is a troll. You said fecal colored. I don't even know what's going on here. I'm missing all this. We're not talking about Chris Watts. Having HIV is what gives you character. It's a total trip. I mean, I lived 45 years of my life not having HIV, or I actually got it when I was 43, but I didn't know it. But I've lived, 45 years of my life as a person who did not have HIV. So I did not expect that my future would be that I'd be a person with HIV. It's still a strange thing to like say I am HIV positive. It's strange. I don't have any shame about it. I don't care, but it is a strange thing to have that as my my initials now, or it's connected to me. It is weird. It's apparently stating that blacks disproportionately carry HIV is racist. It's not racist. It's statistically true. And if you look up the statistics, it is true. And it sucks. And I wish it wasn't that way. But there's a lot of things that play into that. But it's not a racist statement. I'm going based on statistics, for sure. And I wish it wasn't that way. I don't even know who I'm supposed to block. Cynthia? I don't even know. I missed whatever Cynthia said, so whatever. I don't even even know what's, I'm missing everything that's going on. Cynthia Fuller, I feel like I know her name too. Fecal colored? I don't even know. I didn't even say that. Did I? I didn't say that. That's not something I would even say. Just the way Cynthia said it. Oh, she called black people fecal colored skin. That's shitty. I didn't, oh my God, I didn't mean to say that. That was a bad pun, but no, I would never, that's not even anything I would have said. Oh, that's terrible. Christ, don't say that shit. Hey Happy. Oh, I feel like I've seen Hey Happy before also. Mr. Don, Cynthia Fuller, the fact that your first thought is what it is problematic. I totally missed this, but you guys seem to be handling it, so I'll let you guys handle it. You don't have HIV. Come on, do you really have HIV? Don't just say that. That's not nice to just say that unless it's true. Canadian, yay! I love a Canadian, obviously. I'm so fond of Canadians. They're always so nice. Happy, where do you live? My boyfriend's in Quebec right now. He just flew back last night, and he'll be back on Friday. But where do you live in Canada? Yeah, okay, thank you, Dana. Cynthia said it. Yeah, I was gonna say, I've never even said those words before. It's true, AK plays, you're 12 and you have HIV? Were you born with it? What's going on here? Oh my God, things are happening so fast, I can't keep up with the words. Yeah, kids shouldn't be in here, for sure. It's not really a kid channel, that's for sure. Oh my gosh, you guys are going on and on with this color of the skin thing. That's crazy. Let's talk, yeah, laugh out loud. Are we going to talk about Chris Watts or no? Maybe it's time to go. I've been doing this for an hour now. Yeah, I'm patiently and like I'm not really patiently, but I'm excitedly waiting for these this audio that will be coming out and the written part of it. So. And when is it going to come out and how is it going to come out? Do we have to just go to ABC News or what? I'm going to be at work. I'm working at a high school. It's the second to last day of my long-term assignment as a PE sub there. And I will try to figure it out. I have internet access there, so I'll try to figure it out. But I'm not going to be able to talk until I get home, and it'll be probably around 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Hold on, Mr. Don, I see you wrote something. I want to read it. It'll be Thursday, Pacific Standard Time. I know there's going to be a lot of people that are going to get to it before me, but I got to go to work, so there's nothing I can do. Mr. Don, Jennifer, she just immediately assumed that you had gotten HIV from a black guy. A lot of people do, and I don't mean to say that in a bad way, but statistically, that's, if you see who has HIV in the U.S., it is the highest demographic group is gay black males. So people do ask me that a lot. As if only black people can give it to you. I understand that. Then proceeded to call black people fecal skin. Yeah, that's awful. Why the hell would anybody say that? That's messed up. Let's see. Made of the mist. Do you guys see my mist? Eventually this is gonna smell good as soon as I get my my lemongrass. Alfred, you need to go have some cereal and go watch Looney Tunes or something. It will probably be breaking news. I know. I'm gonna miss all of it. It's probably gonna happen like before I go to work. And then like it's like, why are they making us wait? I don't understand that. Hope it's not too personal. I know you said the guy you contracted it from had a wife and 4 kids. Yes. Was his wife positive as well as he separated? No, he was divorced when we met. We met about a year after his divorce. He had messed up big time in his divorce. He'd been having affairs, and I guess she found out, and she packed up her kids and moved to another state. And I mean, these are beautiful children. They all visited my house when he lived here with me she allowed them to come out. It was oh my God, we had 7 kids in this house. It was crazy. Yeah, his kids were beautiful. It's a really sad state of affairs. He doesn't have, I don't believe he can talk to any of them at this point. He kind of blew it after his divorce and didn't I mean, talking about narcissists, but he's the kind of guy who thinks he's gonna make it big with big plans, and he thinks big all the time, and he won't take the small steps that it takes to get there. He just only goes for the big plans, and they never work. And so he, you know, from what I saw, he was never able to really make money, and he was never able to support his children. So he lost, you know, all custody and all of that. So it was sad, and I know like that killed him too, and it made him, you know, a user of pot and, you know, drinking to numb the pain from the mess that he'd created. So, and it was really sad. I mean, his kids are now, his daughters are, you know, like they're my daughter's age. They're 18, and yeah, he's got 4. They're great kids, very sweet, very, very sweet kids. And it's really sad, and I don't know if they know about, they know they met me that summer. I have no idea if they know that I'm on YouTube and that their dad gave me HIV. I don't know that. I kind of think they might, though. I kind of think they might. Not for sure. Let's see. You're 6, Toby. Go have some Lucky Charms. Starry Night and Cynthia Fuller are the same people. Explanation trolls. Ah. Okay, guys. I'm gonna go because I'm hungry, and it's 2:30 here, and I haven't even eaten anything yet. I've only had Starbucks. Really quick, Christian Mayer says, does anyone think as hard it is for me to say that he sexually abused the girls while Shannan was away? She came home, found out, and he did. I don't think so, because, which isn't, like, totally out of the ordinary. I don't think so. I don't think, and I think that they would have found that in an autopsy. That would be very evident. I don't think that he did anything to them that way. Oh, I wish I was a moderator. I moderate a channel on Twitch. How do I arrange that? And what does that even mean? Does that mean that you like get rid of all the bad comments before I ever have to see them? I've honestly thought of paying my daughters to do that, because sometimes it like gets in my head what I've read, and then it sort of, it does. How can it not? It like affects your mood, and you still have to take a deep breath and go on with your day and try to like block out what you read. And there's a lot of haters out there, and it's they want to see you hurt because I don't know, jealousy or fear of HIV. I'm not sure what. Yeah, Jan, exactly. No sexual abuse shown. And I think, again, that would be really evident in an autopsy. That wouldn't be hard to tell with 2 very small children. Oh, it is, exactly. Okay, so do you get paid for that, Miss Dog Lover? And I don't even know how somebody sets that up. Yeah, I go through. I mean, I have to go through, and all of my comments go through now, except for my on my HIV videos. And I don't know why. I've said go ahead and let them through, but for some reason, YouTube still makes me look at them first. They always hold all the spam, and I just delete all those and say, you know, hide from channel, hide user from channel. But they'll hide. I don't know why they hide the ones from my big videos, my first videos that I put out about my story. And most of them are fine, but some of them, you know, I'd say 90% of them are fine. About 90%. Oh, you don't get paid for it. You just do it out of the goodness of your own heart. Lori says she will moderate for me. Contact me on Instagram. I mean, I really don't even know how to do that. It's weird. I feel weird giving somebody access to my YouTube. I don't know how that works. It's like, how do I do that? Oh, some people set it up for free. That is really nice. That is really nice. I was listening to Lockdown 23-1. I don't know if you guys know him, Josh. He's a ex-convict, and he talks about his life in prison, and he's a father of 3 with a new baby on the way, and he's turned his life around. Very animated, interesting guy, great storyteller, and he got on here recently and talked about the comments being disabled, and like he's like, this stuff has to stop. He's a Christian, and he talked about, you know, the hate in the world and how this needs to stop. And he said he's had people that he's got twin girls that threaten his daughter's lives. I mean, who are these people? Like Eric said, if that happens, there should be police at those people's door. Figure out who they are. Thank you, Devonte Morgan. You have a blessed day too, dude. Thank you so much for your donation. That was really, really nice. And I'll always know your name. That's really amazing, Liz. Yeah, contact me on my Instagram, VonGirl24. And I might be interested. It feels weird to give somebody access to my YouTube. That's what I just don't understand. Because I'm kind of a control freak when it comes to that, because it's like my baby. So I don't know how that works. Um, Annabelle. Does that make you happy, Toby? If you don't like how someone is moderating, you can easily remove them. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I already take care of the spam myself. But I like to read the comments. There's a lot of comments that I don't want to miss. That's the other thing. Like, it'd be weird to give that up to somebody and not read my comments, because I have so many like really nice comments that I want to make sure that I read. So there's that too. Oh, you think it's just for live comments? Okay. Well, I don't know. Most of my lives have been totally manageable. I haven't felt that anybody's come on here and been directly awful to me. And if they are, it's really easy to block them. I know Lockdown 23-1 gets people who like go for his jugular as soon as he goes live, and he's just, it's hard. I mean, I feel bad for him. He's got to like continue to keep this like happy, attitude up when he's got people saying really awful stuff to him. But he's coming from a different background where he's got, maybe, inmates or people that are, maybe shady that follow him or don't like his fame because he turned his life around. Lori M, did you see my last comment? I will look for it. Lori M said, we don't have access to your YouTube. We just timed out or blocked trolls in your live feeds. Oh, okay. So, oh my God, is that you, Lori? With the pound, I don't know how to say that. I want to say $5, but it's £5. Okay. Thank you so much. I don't even know what, what's really funny? I have no idea where this money goes. I assume it goes with my AdSense. I have no idea. Thank you so much. Okay, so like the next time I do a live, if you guys hop on, like I have to look this up. I don't know how to make you guys moderators, but I think that's really awesome. Okay, I get it now. That's nice. I just don't know how to like make it work as the live comes on. Okay, if you don't like how someone is moderating, okay. I watch his channel too, Mr. Don, you do. Yeah, he talked about Chris Watson. That was how I found out about him, and now I totally subscribe to him and follow his life. It's crazy. I really like the dude. He's very interesting. Hey, Happy, have a great day too. You're welcome. This was really fun. I think it's just for live comments. Okay, cool. You are in control. Yes. I know. I'm a total control freak when it comes to my YouTube channel. It's my baby, it totally is. Let's see. Wait, so the announcement this week is coming from ABC News. I think it's coming from all the networks, I'm assuming, but ABC was the one who first reported it, I think, and then I kind of saw it in some other news outlets like Daily Mail and stuff like that. I don't think I saw NBC and CBS, but everybody generally had the same story written very similarly. There was nothing new to take from it. People have, speculated how it all came about, whether it was the FBI or the CBI, Colorado Bureau of Investigation, Tammy and Graham, if they came to him because they had more questions, or if he asked to speak to them. I find it very, very, I don't find, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Very unlikely that he called this meeting. I feel like they were the ones that, and even if he did, Eric Shampoo, are you the Eric? Yes, he is. He's still here. Oh my God, you're the best. He's my biggest fan. He really is. He's the best. Oh, Bachelors of Trolling. Dude, you came late. You just showed up. What's the fam up to? Well, I'm all by myself. I think nobody's here right now. And I've got some, sleeping animals. Eric's in Canada. And I'm here alone, just filling up my Sunday with fun people on YouTube. Let's see. Cool channel name. They all parrot the same script. Exactly. Yeah, they do. We couldn't get any more information from any of the different websites. I've looked it up like in 6-7 different ways, and it's the same story written. I mean, I've printed it out and copied it, and it's the same thing. Everybody has the same thing. Watts provided investigators with additional information about the murders of Shannan, Bella, and Celeste, the Colorado Board of Investigation. says. Yeah, it's some people say additional information, and some people say that he provided additional details. The additional details is what gets me. That makes me feel like we've got some very interesting information coming. But yeah, there was no one has confirmed how that meeting came about. Somebody on another channel I saw, they were talking about it, and they said that he called it, but they said, well, where did you get that information? And they weren't able to provide a source. So I don't think that that's, I don't know. Not sure. Eric Shampoo. Yes, Lori, that's my boyfriend. It is. Thank you. My house is so dirty right now. My room is clean, but the rest is looking pretty shady. I really need to go clean. I'm a very, very clean person, and I have children that don't have that gene, and it's really hard. Now that they're older and the messes get bigger, it's like I have to put blinders on. It's really hard. I don't even want to go in their rooms. I don't understand it. I was a very clean, organized kid. I was a little bit ADHD about my stuff, and that gene did not go down to my kids. It did not translate to them. Say his name again, the guy who turned his life around. Oh, his name's Josh, but he doesn't go by that. He goes by, what does he call himself? Mr. Death? Something like that. Lockdown 23 and 1 is his channel. I think he goes by not Mr. Death, it's something Death. If you know Don, let me know. He always calls himself Death, but it's something Death, I can't remember. Anyways, he's probably like early 30s. I think, yeah, he's like 33. His wife has a channel also that she just started. She's pregnant, and this will be their 4th child. They have twin daughters. They have another little girl. I think their twin daughters are around 9, and then they have a little girl who's probably about 3. And then she's pregnant with their 4th. And it looks like they're moving to Florida currently. On his channel, he's been visiting Florida. Yes, that cat is the sweetest little kitty ever. That's Sky. He's a very, they say, what they say about cats. He's a scaredy cat. He is. He's like the perfect description of a scaredy cat. He only is like cool. Well, he's cool with Eric too, but he feels safe in this room. But if he's outside of this room, he freaking runs from everybody. I mean, I don't get it. We've had him since he was a kitten, but he acts like he's terrified that we're going to murder him when we're outside of this room. He's really weird. His wife's channel is called The Compound. That's so cool. I didn't know that. I have not watched her channel. I admit I have not watched it yet. Because you're HIV positive, it does not mean you have AIDS. Correct. I do not have AIDS anymore. So people get that confused, and they think that I'm saying that I don't have HIV anymore. No, I still have HIV. I take a pill every day to suppress the virus, but I do not have AIDS anymore. My T cell count is at a level where my immune system is functioning completely normally. So I don't have the ability to get those opportunistic infections that come in when your T cell count is very low, as it had been. But now today we have medication that suppresses the virus, and then our immune system can recover, and we can live a normal life. That wasn't available back in the 80s and 90s. The medication wasn't able to suppress the virus, so that's why people died of AIDS. But today we can get out of it. It's crazy, but we can go beyond it and live a normal life, even if we had AIDS. I know people that had T cells of 0. 0, 0, 0. They had probably every freaking opportunistic infection you can think of, and they are living normal, healthy lives today. Really, I know these people, so it's pretty insane. They were like, this close to death, and they made it. Let's see, Janie Buckner. Oh, Janie Buckner, you're welcome. Let's see, Liz Graham. I feel like Liz, was I just talking about you? Can the virus just go one day? It'd be nice if it did. I think what's going to happen is that all of us that have our virus suppressed in our system, and when we can't transmit it, the more people that are taking medication, and as we die eventually, the virus dies with me. I will never transmit it to anybody. So the more people that are on medication that are suppressing their virus and not transmitting it, that's really the practical way to get rid of HIV. But it's a big endeavor trying to get everybody. A lot of people, 1 out of 7 don't know that they have it, and they're continuing to spread it. This is why Magic Johnson is not cured. He takes suppressive therapy like I do also, and he's fine. Yeah, he's not cured. He really got lucky, and I know people like him who had it back when he had it, and they didn't, for whatever reason, the virus didn't flourish in their body and take over their immune system. I mean, and they got to the medication time and time. It was like I don't know, I don't want to say the wrong dates. It was in the 90s. I think it was like the later 90s, early 2000s when the medication finally became good. But there's a lot of people that were able to get through that time where the for whatever reason, the virus didn't really replicate in their body and take over their immune system, even though they had it. And they got through until the medication became good. My medication's free, and it is expensive for the insurance companies, but for people that are getting it, I mean, different people have different circumstances, but a lot of people pay copays for it. There's the AIDS Drug Assistance Program. It's like the Ryan White Foundation, and every state has this. It's called ADAP, and it's a national program that's run state by state, and medication is available through that program. Progress is amazing. Okay, Shannan Watts, who was 15 weeks pregnant, had last been seen by a friend who dropped her off at 1:45 on Monday. Yes, and after they returned to Colorado after working. Yes, definitely. I don't know, maybe somebody was asking that. I support the LGBT community, and no, I'm not HIV positive. I just support the community. Me too. I always wear my little ribbon I wear. If you guys see that, it's a rainbow, like AIDS shaped ribbon. It's got that. I guess that's AIDS shape. Maybe not. Maybe that's cancer too. But anyways, and it's got a little black badge across it. That's to support in Orlando, Florida. The oh my God, am I gonna remember forget the name of the Pulse nightclub? The shootings that happened there at that nightclub. So when I was in Orlando for USCA, that's the United States Conference on AIDS, I was there recently. They had a memorial was set up, and they were wearing these ribbons, and I really like them, and I wear them on a lot of my clothes to support LGBTQ, HIV, and those that perished in this Pulse nightclub shooting. Very sad. That was a very sad, hard part of going to that conference. Seeing that, I hugged a mom who lost her daughter in that shooting, and I was powerful. That's what she was offering people at the conference. They all wore white. People that had children who had died in that shooting. And oh my God, it was hard. They all got on a stage and they had their arms out like angels. And then after they went out into this big area, they would just give people hugs. That's what they gave people. It was really amazing. Oh my God, it makes me cry. A lot of amazing things that have come my way after I was diagnosed. Believe me, incredible, beautiful human moments, really. Sorry, we're trying to talk about Chris Watson. It's the second time I've cried. Such a bleeding heart. I can dig it. Sorry, I am. Yeah. I mean, it depends on what I'm talking about, but yeah, some things really get to me. Let's see. Did Nicole Atkinson say Shannan went in through the garage? She did not. She went through the front door. The video shows the front door. No, she went through the front door. That's always been that way. Thank you, Miss Dog Lover. I think the friend knew something was off. Oh, of course what I want to know is, well, we all want to know. Did it happen as soon as she walked through the front door? I do think it's odd that her makeup was on. She was one that always took it off. She was still in her bra. These don't sound like things like that she was asleep. I don't think she was asleep. I think she was, I put it in my video, that chokehold. I think she was taken from behind. And that does make you, it knocks you out quickly. You don't die from that, but it like makes you go unconscious quickly. So let's say that happened and he did that chokehold from behind and she was knocked unconscious with it. It really doesn't take long at all. It's seconds. Then from that, you hold her down and choke her. That's so possible to me. I think, to me, that's how I think it happened, but maybe we'll find out Thursday. She was wearing a different shirt that she came. Oh, did Nicole Atkinson confirm that was not the shirt that she came home with? Shit, I'd never heard that. That's a different shirt that than the one that she walked through the front door in. Then that means that she did come home and change her clothes. Still, he could have gotten her from behind after that, but Mr. Don, you're a guy who rarely cries, but if you get me talking about my dad, of course, probably start bawling. And he passed away 11 years ago. See, it's just the little things that you feel strongly about, and you talk about them, and brings up that emotion for sure. I recently saw the video of her entering the house for the last time. How? I have not seen that. Where the hell is that? I've never seen that video. Who has that video? I want to see that. Oh my god, please give me the link to that. I need to see that. Or maybe it's just easy to look up on YouTube. I have no idea. Holy crap. That is insane. I want to see that. Very senior report someone missing. Maybe the friend knew more than... I think, no. Everything was off for Nicole Atkinson. She knew something was super wrong. She'd talk to her friend all the time, and they were doing, you know, this Thrive thing, and I think that she was... Everything made... I don't think she knew that something had happened when she walked in, but she picked up on many things being off, and so she drove over there. And I think that, yeah, she was very tuned in with her friend, very, very, very in tune with her friend, and she knew something was wrong. Not to mention, she knew everything was bad with Chris at that point too. So she was probably, I bet she thought, I bet her brain went to the deepest, darkest place as she was driving over there, probably thinking something really bad had happened. I bet. And she had to have known as soon as he walked up. I mean, like True Crime Loser was saying, like when Chris walked up and shook the policeman's hand, Nicole was right there, her best friend. Let's say Chris had not done this and she truly was missing, and he loved his wife and kids and he hadn't done anything. He would have hugged Nicole and been crying and saying, what is going on? What do you know? Oh my God. He didn't even I don't even think he acknowledged her. It was really very cold and weird. I have not seen it, Crime Queen, and I'm kind of freaking out right now. I am kind of freaking out. How the hell have I not seen this? Is it from the same neighbor who got all the footage of Chris? In the video, oh my God, I'm like freaking out right now. In the video, she's wearing a pink brand t-shirt. The pic of the 3-colored shirt in the police files was different. Yeah, she had like a kind of a multicolored shirt on, although it was very dirty. It was kind of hard to see, but oh my God, it's all over YouTube. I clearly have not been watching enough YouTube. Watch it now. Okay, hold on. Holy shit, what do I look up? I'm gonna go watch it. Oh, I'm freaking out right now. Okay, go to this. No, go to this. Trying to find a YouTube channel that, okay. Okay, Shannan Watts front door. Oh my God, there it is, there it is, there it is. Front door video. Footage of Shannan Watts entering her home for the last time. Oh my God, where is it, where is it? Is it at the very end? It's a 14-minute video, where is it?
My team and I always had trouble managing our tasks.
Oh, now I have a commercial.
You can see the
Hold
task
on.
owner.
Where is it? Where is it?
So she's dead or mom?
I don't see it. They've got to have it at the very end of the video. All I see is like the police cam footage. No. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God, I've never seen this! Holy shit! Oh my God, this is awful. I've never seen this. This is nuts. I can't believe I haven't seen this. It's like watching her walk into her death. Oh my god, she's so innocent. She had no idea. Oh my god, this is so sad. I had no idea this was out here. Ugh. She is totally clueless. She's so clueless. She's just come home. Oh my god. You can see Nicole waited for her to get in. Shit, how long has this been out on YouTube? Sorry, you guys, I'll go back and read your comments. Oh my god. That is so friggin' sad. Oh my god. I don't know why this has this been out since the very beginning? Oh, I feel like I'm like seeing everything. Well, that's the first time I've ever seen it. Oh my god. That's really, really, like, that's almost as hard to see as him bringing the bodies out. Oh my god. I thought that existed, but I just never ever seen it. It's been out for a week, okay. Thank you. I feel so stupid for not have seen that before. Oh wait, the video's still going, I gotta stop it. Oh my god, you can just see that she had no idea. She didn't even look like she was stressed out. She just looked like she was coming home. That's so fucking awful, my god. Oh my god, I'm glad you guys were here for me to see that. I needed support. My god. Okay, Emily, bye. Okay, wow. Eric, you need to go watch that if you're still watching. There's hype that you can see a shadow on the left side of the screen and people say it's Chris watching her, but it's been debunked. Okay. She knew it was out of character for Shannan not to answer or just leave. Yeah, she definitely knew that. She knew everything was, like, weird. Oh my god, yes, we can see her wee bump. Absolutely, you can see she's pregnant. I actually read about, like, how long it takes for the fetus to die after a mother's been killed, and it's like, it can take up to 15 minutes. It doesn't necessarily happen right away. I can't believe that footage is out. It's so friggin' sad. My god. It's really weird to see her, like, right before. I mean, we saw her in all those videos. I'm sorry, you guys. It's just so friggin' sad. Shit. And you know her family's seen that too. I mean, that's probably, they've seen that from the very beginning. That video should have never been released. The Rusiks did not want it released to the public for them to see it all over again. Yeah. I've got my coffee. I'll get over it. I will, but that's the first time I've ever seen it. That's just... Man, it's something like that's been in my head and I've wondered what it looked like from Nicole's perspective, but I had no idea that we were gonna get to see it, like, the front of her walking up. It's just so completely unaware of what's gonna happen. I don't understand. I mean, it's not graphic, so I guess that's why they gave it to the public, but it's it's really, it's so sad. Fuck, I had no clue that was out there. How did I not know that? Man, it's just like we've seen everything. Miss Dog Lover was upset watching it too. Yeah. How did it affect you when you first found out? I don't know if Emily's talking to me. There's gotta be footage of them leaving from the doorbell then too. Yeah, right? Because that gets that's the driveway right there. That's what the Rusiks have seen, isn't that it? So then they know whether the shadow was really anything or not. It is shocking. It is awful, yeah. I know. Melanie says you just want to yell at her. Don't go in. But her babies are in there. God, it's so freaking awful. God, it's really, really hard to see her. Cool Channel says we're not getting the entire story. Oh my god, I just can't believe how, like, unaware she is of what's gonna happen. She looked so, just, like, chill and calm. She's just coming home. Yeah, I feel for her family so much. It's so, like, I can't even imagine the depth of that loss and how empty they must feel. And just, that loss, that hole will never be filled. It's horrific. It's horrific. And obviously, we stand on the outside and look in, and we can never even imagine. And that's like it's the worst thing that could happen to somebody. But we watch it from the outside. Thankfully, thankful that it's not us. It is, yeah. Crime Queen is watching it again and tearing up too. That is really something. Yeah, this story is hitting us. It's just so senseless. She's looking in at something when you watch it. She sort of looks at her phone or on the screen. People are wondering what she saw. When you read the comments, it's gut-wrenching. It is. If I were her brother, I would probably be me in prison. Watts would be dead. I wondered. I know they have to have a certain decorum in the courthouse. It's unreal. I thought if I was Shannan's mom and this man was right behind me who'd killed my daughter and my grandchildren, how strong she was to restrain herself, how she didn't just turn around and scream at him. I don't know how they got through that. They loved him. It's so confusing for them because they have to now not love him. And they loved him. He was their son-in-law. He gave them grandchildren. I mean, it's just, so how do you restrain yourself in that situation? I'm amazed at how they did in the courtroom. I really am. I know they're told they're not allowed to obviously jump across the table and attack them and stuff like that, but still, and I don't know how they are able to be so, I mean, they have to just find some kind of inner strength to not turn around and look him in the eye and scream at him. Let's see. You should be safe in your own home. And I think about her and how she wasn't able to save her babies. She wasn't able to help her babies. Like, that's, as a mother, that's the saddest thing ever. And is she aware that what happened to them? I'm so, in a way, I'm so grateful she's with them, I mean, I don't want them to be gone, but they had so much dignity and to behave like that, yeah. It's the restraint that they must have had. I mean, like, Frankie Rusick said he has to listen to his parents, cry themselves to sleep the night before they had that sentencing. And how, it's hard enough to hear your mom cry, to have to hear your dad cry. And yeah, we saw enough footage of the dad crying. He definitely is not afraid to show his emotion. Why haven't we seen that with Ronnie Watts and Cindy Watts? I guess we saw her cry in her video, but I don't know. It just feels so different. They lost grandchildren, even though they didn't care about Shannan, but they lost their grandchildren. Hey, happy when you wake up, if you were being strangled, suffocated, not sure how that works. Yes, for sure. For sure. I think Celeste was too weak to even do anything. I'm sure he just
You know, we all have this vision of how he must have done it. He clearly held them down. And Bella obviously tried to fight back. Wow, I'm like, that just like was a lot. Oh my god. When my pregnant sister-in-law was in court and saw the person who killed my brother downstairs, wow, oh my god. She said she wanted to drop a brick on his head. For sure. And that feeling of just having to restrain yourself, you probably just want to go out and just scream as loud as you can and beat up something, you know, just to get those feelings out, because you're not allowed to do that in the courtroom. They are all together now and safe. Yeah. It did hit Frankie really hard, yeah. I do feel for him for sure. And I hope, you know, that the families know that all this speculation on YouTube and the talk that everybody's having about it, that it's not any disrespect to them in any way, that it's if anything, it's, you know, we feel for them so much, and our curiosity and everything is not, you know, like I said, in disrespect to them. It's just, I think all of us who are like interested in this case feel so much for their family and what they've been through. I'm sure she woke up and nothing she could do. There's a YouTuber, GB Cole says, there's a YouTuber that has shown how the security systems panel has a camera. I know, I saw that, but I don't think they have a camera in their house, because somebody else also said that Mommy's something, I can't think of her YouTube channel, Mommy's Mumblings or something, that's not it, I'm sorry, but I can't remember her YouTube channel, but she said just because somebody has a system with a camera doesn't mean everybody has that same system. So I don't think Chris didn't know about someone close to the case allegedly let her know she was right. Frankie viewed the footage for the family. So shit. So there is something that Frankie's seen that we haven't seen. And who knows if it'll be released? Who freaking released this footage of her? Who had access to that? Isn't that the Colorado Bureau of Investigation? Aren't they the ones who released that? I mean, how does this just automatically appear on YouTube? Who's freaking releasing this stuff? Weird that she didn't show signs of a struggle then. Usually an autopsy finds bulging veins in the neck for suffocation. Maybe he did drug or knock her out somehow. Well, she would have, if he knocked her out in some kind of like hit, she would have had a bruise. I know she had a mark on her neck, but I didn't know about the bulging veins thing. I'm sorry, Miss Dog Lover. I'm like, yeah, I don't know that I'm a bleeding heart. I'm just a human who's, yeah, really affected by this case, and I can't believe how many people don't know about it. I mean, it's funny at this point, if somebody doesn't know about it, I kind of just feel like I can't even explain it enough to them, because they weren't there for the whole ride. It's like, yeah, look it up on YouTube. I can't explain it all. You'd have to watch it. Mommy Ramblings, I was close. Yes, I think she was the one who explained that just because you have this security system by this company, it doesn't mean you necessarily have the cameras in your house. And I think she was saying that, because there was one lady who did a very in-depth video about the cameras, and she was sort of insinuating that that Shannan and Chris had the same system, but I don't think they did. But Christ, if they did and that footage is available, and that's what Frankie saw, then who knows what's... Okay, but if that's the case, why would Chris go on with this lie that Shannan did it? Because then it would be absolutely 100% clear how it happened. So I don't think that footage is available. The panel in their garage, there is a camera. There is no additional camera in the home. Okay, thank you, Melanie. CNN, but who... So CNN is the one who released the video of Shannan coming to the door, but who gave it to CNN? Frankie saw the bodies in trash bags. That's what I've heard too. Oh, no, that's not my daughter. Who's that? Somebody was walking up. Let's see. The children were in trash bags. Story claims Chris admitted to the crime. Okay, that's what we're hoping for. GB Cole, what? They weren't in trash bags? Okay, Dana says they weren't. I thought they were wrapped in like their blankets. I thought that they were put into the wells just in their clothes. I don't think they were in bags when they were put through the hole. The story claims Chris admitted to the crime. Where are you seeing that? Because I'm not finding that. Weld County released it. Today? Or when? Because I haven't seen that. Yeah, people want to know where that is. Oh, wow. That was so sad. Friggin' A. Shannan also had paper bags over her hands. I wonder why. That, too, is what I keep hearing about, too. I don't know anything about that. The trash bags were found at the oil site. The bags the girls were in the bags the girls were in the discovery. Finn's trying to get on my lap here. Do you need to go to the bathroom? Hmm? Do you want a hug? Do you want to? I don't really like dogs kissing my face, but I do love you. Paper bags were in case she had DNA under her fingernails. I know. I need a hug. Finny's nice boy, I'm just mommy, don't you? You're a good. Dogs are the best. You're a good boy. Yes. Yeah, Finny. You a good boy. I know. Yeah. He does. He's concerned. Are you concerned? Did you know Mommy was crying? I really don't like your tongue on my mouth. I think it's disgusting. But I do love you. Just don't kiss my mouth. Sorry, Eric. I gotta wipe my nose again. I'll wash the Eeyore costume. Sorry. Solstice Beauty by Jessica. I guess... I don't mean to do these so long, Jesus, but it's hard to... It's like hanging out with friends, and I'm like, I don't want to say goodbye. I have a hard time. Let's see. He is so sweet. Oh yeah, Rachel, you'll have to come back. This has been an hour and a half long, and I just saw for the first time the footage of Shannan walking up to her door, and I'm sort of a mess because of it. I had not seen that until just now. Yeah, that's why I'm sad, because I watched that footage. Once I put this video up, I'll put the live. You can fast forward to, I don't know, an hour and 20 minutes later, and that's when I watched it on this live for the very first time. I did not know that footage was out. Somebody on here alerted me to it. I think it was Liz, or maybe Crime Queen told me to go watch it. It's really, really sad. And I didn't know that was there. Yeah, it's Solstice Beauty by Jessica says she's emotional too. It's, you know, we all want to like yell at Shannan. It's like I feel like we all know her, you know. It's like we just want her to be back. We want her to come back. She didn't deserve that. Look at him watching Jen. Oh, was he? Finny, what are you doing? What are you doing? Were you watching, Mommy? Were you worried? He sleeps under my bed every night. He scratches the comforter. I open it up. He goes under and he sleeps pretty much about where my knees are, or down below, every night. He sleeps next to his mommy. He's, what are you, going on 5 this year? You going on 5? I think. He's still pretty young. He's part Chihuahua. I think I'm going to have him for a while. Probably till you're about 15 or 16, huh? You look like a little bat. You look like a little bat. Look at you. Look at you. What are we going to do about you? Oh! What do you see out there? What do you see? What do you see? Oh. What do you see? Is it a dog? Do you see a dog? Is it a dog? Finn, do you see a dog? He gets so excited in the car when I say that. He goes freaking crazy. He starts shaking all over. He knows that word. Oh! Is it a dog? Is it a dog? Huh? Did you see a dog? Oh! Did you see a dog? His heart is like racing right now. There's nothing. There's nothing out there. I'm sorry, Finny. Getting you all excited for nothing. Hi, Hassan. How funny. I have a kid in my class named Hassan. Is the dog loud? Yes. Can be really annoying and has a high pitched bark, and he knows how to howl. Okay, Michael Manning say, can I just say one thing? As a guy, we need to start to treat all women better, not just because of the Me Too era or whatever, but in general, too much domestic violence, hate. So true. Oh, my neck and arm are shitty. I had an MRI yesterday. Thank you for asking. The results will be tomorrow. Right now this position seems good, but I can feel it right now. I think I have a herniated disc. Yeah, the dog barks a lot. Yeah, I'll know. I think I'll know tomorrow. And I don't really know what the treatment is for a herniated disc. It might just be rest and relaxation and time. I have no idea, but it's been 2 weeks of nerve pain down my arm. It really hurts right here, the nerve, and then it goes to the top of my hand, and it's like my neck is just in a constant state of like pinching. There's like a pinching. I sleep well because I take a Vicodin before I go to bed. That's the only time I take it. Other than that, I'm taking ibuprofen during the day and a gabapentin, which is for the nerve pain. And they gave me muscle relaxers too, but I stopped taking them because I don't think it was doing anything. Yeah, I'm about to wrap it up. It's been an hour and a half. So yeah, you guys, thank you so much for, herniated discs are tough, depends how bad it is. Yeah, I don't know. I'll definitely let you guys know. I need to friggin' edit a video for tomorrow. Christ, I gotta go. I'm doing a fax video just about my diagnosis. That's my Monday vlog for tomorrow. My fingers have gone a little numb too, yeah. My mattress is awesome. I sleep really well. I can't lay on my left side because of this, which is my normal side. So for 2 weeks, I have not laid on my left side. I can't really lay on my right side. I pretty much have to lay on my back. And it's all due to freaking falling on the snowboard on my right butt cheek, and my hand stopped it, and it just, something went, and it hurt so freaking bad. And it has not stopped since. 2 weeks today. Okay, happy. It was nice seeing you guys. I'm so sorry I was emotional, but I'm really thankful that I got to see that footage with all of you here with me. That was pretty special. So thank you guys for alerting me to it and you know, sharing that moment with me. That was really amazing. So okay guys, see you later.